Jack Wilson, the host of a paranormal show, The Haunt Squad, works out a deal with the network to let him shoot the ultimate episode to secure a new season. When they arrive at Camp Coldbrook, they find more than what they expected. Written by Alex Carl, whose filmography is thin, as this is his only feature-length film to date. He has acted in a few TV series, including Married with Children, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives, as one-off characters. Directed by Andrew Palmer, whose previous films include Alien Strain, Badlands of Cain, and Funhouse Massacre. He also serves as editor. He has had jobs on Rock of Love, Flavor of Love, and a few other reality TV shows and TV movies, which I think helped him a lot shooting this. Chad Michael Murray stars as Jack Wilson, probably most well known for One Tree Hill, the 2000 remake of Freaky Friday, and as Edgar Evernever in Season 4 of Riverdale. Danielle Harris co-stars as Angela, part of the crew of The Haunt Squad, a horror icon in her own right, starring in Halloween 4 and 5 as Jamie Lloyd, and in Rob Zombie's remake and its sequel as Annie Brackett. Both Murray and Harris outshine the rest of the cast. They really carry the whole thing. Michael Eric Reed and Candace DeVisser round out the rest of the paranormal crew. The biggest name attached to the film is Howling and Gremlins director Joe Dante, in the executive producer role. Courtney Gaines of Children of the Corn and The Burbs fame makes a cameo near the beginning as an executive at Clamp Media. Now, this movie is not without its cheesy moments. Some of the CGI stuff is pretty weak, but that could be chalked up to just the budget constraints. And there's not much of it, thankfully. It also does the loud noise jump scares that most modern horror flicks do, which might be the worst thing in the movie for me. The story's kind of generic, but it's just goofy enough to be fun. There's a lot of cliches, but it works for me. You have the sheriff trying to keep his town out of the spotlight, but acts somewhat friendly to the visiting TV crew. Funny enough, they do the paranormal show stuff better than the actual shows, and they do it in a way that doesn't seem too absurd. It's done much better than The Devil's Fairground. It seems because of the popularity of shows like Ghost Adventures that movies of this type have been popping up ever since. Thanks, Zach Baggins. It does drag a bit here and there in the second act, but it picks up pretty quickly. I think they really could have ruined this if it was filmed as a found footage movie. There's a few scenes that are supposed to be filmed by the actors, but it's used sparingly enough that it doesn't get old or gimmicky. There are quite a few handheld shots that are a little shaky, but it doesn't deter from the enjoyment of the film. The sets and the lighting are done well, nothing seems too dark, and it looks like the cinematographer knew what he was doing. Overall, it's fun. A little cheesy, predictable, but it's a great popcorn movie. Andy Palmer and Alex Carl seem to have taken a lot of what is out there with modern horror, cut the fat, but seem to still fall into some of the trappings of modern horror. I don't know, I would recommend this, just to add to your night of cheap horror movies. Maybe invite a few friends over, have some laughs. At little under an hour and a half, you really can't go wrong. Well, thanks.